you thinking of getting a mortgage from abroad? Well, the real story is foreign exchange and timing, not just rates. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Arna and I'm an attorney at law licensed to practice in Jamaica. And I'm here to make your goal to acquire property from overseas safe, convenient, and accessible. Today, I want to talk to you about what overseas buyers actually deal with when financing a home in Jamaica. No rates here because banks will price differently based on your profile. The goal is simply to help you to ask the right questions and avoid delays. Keep in mind that this is general information and is not meant to be taken as legal or financial advice. Your bank's requirements will vary. So let's talk about the lending landscape in a snapshot. If you live outside of Jamaica, banks will usually look at whether you have a stable income, the quality of the documents you present, and also your track record or history of your financial obligations. In essence, your credit score or your credit record. Some lenders are more comfortable with non-resident income than others. So expect that your transaction or the process you go through will vary depending on the bank and your profile. Then you're going to have your pre-qualification and your pre-approval stage. Now, these are two different things. The pre-qualification is basically like an estimate to give you a ballpark of what you can actually afford or what you're working with. Pre-approval is where the bank actually takes your required documentation, your TRN, your tax ID, which, by the way, guys, once you're purchasing property or having any business with the government of Jamaica, you need to have a TRN. I've done videos on this to guide you on how to apply for a TRN from overseas. I also offer that service as a part of a package when you're purchasing property with me from overseas. Now back to what a pre-approval is. The bank actually looks at your documents, your ID, your proof of address, employment letters, contracts, tax returns, the whole works. They dig up your business. They go deep into everything so they can have an understanding of what your financial history is and how healthy that is. And you should note that if you have a credit history in Jamaica, the bank will use both your credit history in Jamaica as well as your credit history overseas. Ask your bank what they require and what timeline they will need once you've identified a property. A key milestone is a letter of undertaking between the bank's attorney and the seller's attorney. It sets out what the bank will pay and on what terms once it gets the registered security. Build a small buffer before the contractual completion date for documents to circulate and be checked. Let me tell you, in all of these real estate transactions, time is of the essence. Keep that in mind. It's very important. Now, let's start Jamaican dollars versus foreign currency, whether it's USD, British sterling, or Canadian dollars. If your income is in Jamaican dollars, Canadian dollars, or the British pound, a foreign currency loan can help to align your payments with your income. Now, a Jamaican loan may remove the foreign exchange volatility in the loan, but it may present certain risks, especially if you're converting your foreign income each month. At closing, even a 2 to 3% move in the foreign exchange rate can affect how much money you need for closing. So you have to plan for that swing. Ask for the bank's disbursements in that currency, the account details for that currency, and also the cutoff times. Try to build a cushion so that you're not scrambling for top up the day before completion. Here are some practical steps you can take to prevent delays. Start your KYC process very early. That is, know your client. You cannot get around doing that, okay? Whether you're working with an attorney, you're working with a bank, know your client, KYC, clock it. Sorry. But on a serious note, get your ID, your proof of address, your proof of source of income. Get those documents certified now. Now. Confirm reference details for wire transfers and try to keep a 5 to 7 business day buffer before completion day. If you want a neutral checklist for your bank financing steps, send me a message with the word finance in all caps and I'll send that out to you for free. Also, for the month of October, I'm setting aside 5 free 15-minute consultations per week. If you have a burning legal question, you can reach out to me and I'll send you a link to book a free consultation with me, and I'll do my very best to answer your questions and guide you on the right path to your home ownership in Jamaica today. Can't say I never tell you. Bye.